Hello viewers, welcome to our Facebook live session. Today we'll be discussing on targeted therapy in breast cancer, and we have with us our specialist Dr. Tejinder Singh, consultant medical oncologist at Apollo Hospitals, Navi Mumbai. He comes with over 15 years of experience in cancer care management. Welcome to our live session, doctor.
Thank you.
What is targeted therapy in breast cancer?
Nowadays, the era has changed from a classical chemotherapy which used to destroy all the cells. Now we have come to an era where we are now looking at certain markers which gives us an idea about what kind of marker a patient has got in his tumor, and based on that, there is a medicine for it. This is, we call it a kind of targeted therapy. That means it target a specific mutation or specific gene in that particular tumor. And this targeted therapy, the evolution started with a drug called imatinib in a chronic myeloid leukemia. Then it came to breast cancer. And these targeted therapies are a very important treatment modality in the management of breast cancer. The most important example is HER2. We call HER2 HER2. There are lots of medicine for HER2, and the most common name is called trastuzumab, very well known as a name as Herceptin.
So, do all patients require targeted therapies?
So that's something which is very important. We stage the disease according to whether it is stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there are stages. Based on that, you look into curative treatment, or you look into palliative treatment. In a curative treatment, targeted therapies have got a very important role. In palliative treatment also, they have got an important role. So any patient, whenever a patient of breast cancer comes to us, nowadays, apart from seeing whether the biopsy will give us an idea whether the cancer is there or not, we look into certain targets. We look into estrogen receptor, we look into progesterone receptor, and there's a third marker we call HER2. Day by day, there's one more marker which is coming into it, that is called NSI. So any patient early stage or locally advanced will require therapies like anti-estrogen therapy and anti-HER therapy, which is also known as Herceptin. So in early stage also and the late stage also, these targeted therapy are very beneficial.
What are the types of targeted therapy in breast cancer?
The targets which have been identified in breast cancer are estrogen receptor, progesterone receptors, HER, we call human epidermal receptor 2, and also there is a marker for immuno-oncology drugs. So these are the four markers basically which gives an idea what kind of therapy which are to be devised. Like patient who have got estrogen receptor and progesterone receptor, anti-hormone therapy is part of the protocol, even though it is not classically called as targeted therapy, but the work is similar, like because they target those particular receptors. Then the other receptor which is very prominent is called HER2, and there are drugs for it. So these we call it monoclonal antibodies, also known as targeted therapies. So the drugs are trastuzumab, also very well known as Herceptin. Then there's a new drug which has come up into the picture that is called pertuzumab, which is similar like Herceptin, but those patients who these two drugs can be combined and to get better response. And lastly, there's a drug called TDM1. TDM1 is nothing but a Herceptin added to a chemotherapy drug, and it works as a. So these three drugs called TDM1, Herceptin, and pertuzumab are there. Apart from that, there are new drugs which have come up in the management of anti-hormonal therapy. So these are called palbociclib and abibaciclib also, and ribociclib.
What is the difference between chemotherapy and targeted therapy?
As the word say, they are targeted. That means they are very specific to do particular tumor. So these tumors need to have those biomarkers, need to have those particular target to make out that whether these tumors are going to, whether these drugs are going to work in the tumor. So naturally, they affect only the tumor cells. They don't affect the surrounding normal tissue. So the typical side effect which happens with the chemotherapy is the chemotherapy affects the tumor cell, also it affects the normal cells also. Because of that, the side effect profile is very high. Like the chemotherapy can cause hair loss, it can cause nausea, vomiting, weakness, body pain. Whereas in targeted therapy, these side effects are not there at all. There is no hair loss, there is no nausea, vomiting. They do have their own side effects, but they are nearly 90 to 95% less as compared to chemotherapy. So since they are very specific to that particular target, they work wonders in that. The side effect profile is very less.
So how much does the target therapy cost?
So one thing to remember is that this targeted therapy works in only those patients who have got this targets or mutation. So when we started the around 15, 20 years back, 15 years back honestly, that when the drug came, the cost was around 2.5 to 3.5 lakhs per month. Now the cost has come down to hardly 15,000 per month. So that means the cost has come down because we have started in India, we have started something only biosimilar. The drugs have come down in the cost. This Herceptin, the cost has come down to 15,000 per month, which is much affording than what it used to be around 15 years back. The other drugs like pertuzumab, tedium, the cost has also gone down by nearly more than one fourth. So since the cost has come down, the wider applicability or wider reach of these drugs have come into place. Like I said, in breast cancer, the most important of these drugs, the survival, the way the patients have survived for a long time, has improved a lot after these drugs have come up into the picture.
So we come to the last question. How effective are they in treatment of breast cancer?
Like I said, in early stage, locally advanced and in a metastatic. So early stage, when these drugs are given, they bring about a survival advantage of around 20 to 40%. So which is like a gross amount of the way the people have started surviving. In locally advanced also the survival advantage is around 40%. Like in metastatic disease also the survival has gone up nicely because of drug. And since their side effect profile is very less, the chances of survival has also improved. So when we talk about these drugs, they have brought the survival, improved the survival by around 40%, which is a quite a big number. And since the number of people who are affected with breast cancer is large, the number of people who are surviving because of these drugs are also large numbers.
Thank you, Doctor, for joining this session. Dear viewers, if you have any questions regarding this topic, please drop your questions in the comment box and we'll address it to Dr. Tejinder Singh.